Hello, welcome to Step Ahead with Ernie Rivera. I am your host, Ernie Rivera. Thank you very much for joining me here today. At this time, I'd like you to smash that like button. I'd like you to please click subscribe if you can. That's going to help me build my channel over the next few months, and that's really important to me, so I really thank you. But now let's get started, shall we? So tell me if you've heard this one before. There's a boy, loss. Unable to cope with that loss, he tries to formulate a remedy, but he's too weak. He can't do it. So he travels abroad. He starts training and honing and building his craft. He starts really laying into it and becoming someone new to the world. He After his training is done, he adopts a mantle, a guise, a new identity, a person he believes can achieve the goals he set in his own mind. Afterwards, he travels back to the city where he poses as a drunken billionaire, and he then carries out his plot with absolute single-mindedness. Now tell me if you've heard this one. So, who is this man? If you said Batman, you are correct. And if you said Jay Gatsby, you are also correct. The similarities between Batman and Gatsby are just amazing, and I'd really like to dive into it quite a bit more right now. And at the end of the day, it's going to come to the lesson of the day, and the lesson of the day is single-mindedness. How does that affect us? How does that affect those around us? Now, there's been a lot of videos debating the greatness of Gatsby. Was Gatsby a great man? And for my 2 cents, yeah, Gatsby was an absolutely great man. Now, did he have flaws? No doubt. No doubt did Gatsby have flaws. His biggest flaw being that he loved wrong. And I know that's harsh to say, but what was he really in love with? Was he in love with the girl, or was he in love with the idea of the girl? And I personally think he was in love with the idea of the girl, and that was his tragic flaw. Now, as for Batman, he is also undeniably great. Here's a man who started off in childhood with the greatest loss a child can ever have, the loss of his parents. And instead of relying on his trust fund, on his butler, he takes it upon himself to correct the wrong that the universe dealt him, and that's, in my mind, just a great feat. But here's where they got it wrong. With Gatsby and Batman, it comes down to focus versus single-mindedness. Now, focus is admirable. It is so admirable. It can drive us, it can propel us through the darkest times. But if you become single-minded, you blind yourself to all the possibilities. What is an idea? A lot of people would say that an idea is really a combination of two or more older ideas. That's what we do as human beings. We combine, we change, we alter, and we make it our own. In my martial arts class, I was told that that's what you do. You first learn without question, and once you have it all inside you, you really, really, really start to question. You figure out what works for you. You change, you alter, you make it your own, and that's going to suit you better in the future. But you have to be willing to listen to new ideas around you, in order for you to change the system. You can't just change a system by itself. That's childish. You have to learn everything you can first from many, many, many different sources, and combine them to make something that is uniquely you, and something that can hopefully suit those around you better. Now, Batman and Gatsby, they both fall, in my opinion, because they are more than focused. They are single-minded. And when it comes to single-mindedness, you are not listening to those around you. You are not listening to your advisors. You are not listening to your trusted friends. You are pursuing a goal with blinders on. You are pursuing a goal with blinders on. And there have been many tragic heroes that have died doing the same thing. Look at any of the Greek stories. Usually, the hero ends up dying because he was unwilling to acknowledge something from the universe. He was just going straight ahead. He was just trying to power through, and that usually led to his demise. But it also usually led to the demise of his family members and those around him. He's destroying the community by pursuing without questioning, by just powering through. Batman and Gatsby, they power through. And in Gatsby's case, spoiler alert, it's a really old book, but spoiler alert, in Gatsby's case, it led to a lot of death all around him. And as for Batman, look at Gotham. Gotham's not getting any better. I mean, he could donate money to the police force. He could run for governor of the state. He could do a lot of things to better the world in his hometown, but he doesn't. He dresses up like a bat and he goes around and he knocks the hell out of petty thieves, and he does that because he's blinded himself to any kind of logic or reason. Does he help people in the day-to-day? Sure he does, but could he be helping a lot more? Absolutely. And do people even get hurt because Batman creates his own villains? That's a conversation for another day, but I'm just saying, be open to ideas around you. Learn, grow, become more than you are. Batman and Gatsby. Great heroes, great tragic heroes. Don't be a tragic hero. Learn, grow, become more. I'm Ernie Rivera. This is Step Ahead with Ernie Rivera. I've really loved talking to you today. Please smash that like button. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell for all the new episodes. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you take care. All the best to you. Be the hero inside. Bye.